My name is Etienne Nillesen and I'm one of the drum teachers here at the Academy of Music in Arnhem, Department Jazz and Pop. I started playing when I was 3 years old, so it's been my whole life, you could say. It has all the elements that music has. So it has melody, it has rhythm, it has harmony, it has everything. For me, it's like when I play drums, it's like a whole orchestra in itself. So I have basically, as a musician, all the possibilities that I need to make music are all there. Studying here in Arnhem at the Academy of Music is what makes it so special, I think, is the openness to the instrument and to music. So it's not set only in tradition, but it goes far beyond that. It's more about who you are as a person, as a musician. And drums is, in that case, your instrument, so you develop the tools to be basically the best musician you can be. For me and my colleague, it's really important that the foundation is there. So we do go back in history, we do go back into the jazz history, and the great thing about drums is that we literally can go back to the beginning of the instrument. In the beginning of the study, the first couple of years, we really go back into these basics. Study the big drummers out of this history, and so that from there you can go and find your own kind of way. For me, I don't feel funny enough, as a teacher, but I feel much more as a coach. And for me, the only difference is basically I just have more experience, and that's what I'm sharing. So what I'm doing is, that's also what I tell them. I share my experience, try to answer their questions, but most of all, try to encourage them to look in themselves, try to figure out who they are. Show them maybe sometimes certain kinds of music or certain kinds of drummers that maybe could inspire them to think in a different direction, just to give them a little bit of a more broader, wider horizon. So in a way like that, I try to encourage them basically to look a little bit outside of this box that they're usually, a lot of us are inside of. What makes ArtEZ Arnhem unique is the openness to music. So that means that you can really develop basically everything you want, as long as it's musically fitting. That means that we don't try to create jazz drummers or pop drummers, but we try to, that's just the foundation of everything. And you can study jazz here, and you can study pop here, but you can do everything else and in between. When you want to audition here, I think if you want to know the specifics, I think the best way to do that is just go onto the website and you will see the whole list, what we are specifically looking for. But during an audition, what I'm looking for is most of all creativity, musicality, playing together with others. So it's also really important to play with a band. I see students that I've been teaching in the past pop up everywhere. I see them in a very experimental corner, but I also see them sometimes in famous pop bands, musicals, like everywhere. One drummer is playing in a heavy metal band, like really heavy, hard, crazy music. So, and I think that really has to do with the openness of this school that creates this, the possibility of developing yourself and being unique.